Dennis, you're here. Something amazing has happened, and we need your help, and the Clockwork Garden needs your help Oh, but I should explain. The Clockwork Garden has arrived here from out of space. Way out in the inky blackness of space, there is a planet called Mechadonk, a mechanical planet entirely covered in factories and whirling and ticking machines. And on that planet there live mechanical people called the donks. And every day the donks work in the factories. They work for the ominous orange moon that floats up high in the sky. And when they've worked in the factory for the day, the orange moon sends them down what it believes they deserve, some fuel cubes for them to consume, and then they go to sleep. And every day they wake up and they work in the factory, they receive their fuel cubes and they go to sleep. And so it's always been, and so it always would be, except that one day the cleverest of the donks, called Clever Jin, instead of working in the factory, eating the fuel cube and going to sleep, she worked in the factory, she ate the fuel cube, and then, boink, twist, something changed. And instead of going to sleep, she stayed awake. And she saw something that no donk had ever seen before. She saw the stars. And she was amazed. And she wanted to see more, and so she saved up spare components and she invented a telescope. And she stared out into space through nebulas and planetoids and spinning comets until she saw a blue-green planet. And down on there she saw a patch of green. And in that patch of green, creatures with 2 legs, not unlike the donks, were working, digging and planting things and plucking, not fuel cubes, something else. And they were sharing them with each other, and they were laughing, and they were playing games, and they were sharing stories. And she didn't know what it was. And so she built a message capsule and she sent it out down to that planet, and there it landed in a school where some children told her that what she'd been looking at was a garden. Of course. The gardens that we find so common to her were amazing, and she had no idea what it was, but she wanted to have one of her own, and so she saved more components, springs, cogs, pipes, and she built a clockwork garden, and she showed it to the other donks, but they were afraid of change. They didn't want anything to do with it, and the orange moon soon heard of it, and it said no. And so she packaged it up. She piled it together into a mechanical seed. And she gave that mechanical seed a clockwork brain so it could learn, and she shot it up through space, past those nebulas and those planetoids all the way down to Earth. And here it has landed and sprouted, right here in a museum, the Bose Museum, a safe place for it to stay and learn how to be a great garden. And it's beautiful. But it's not safe here. It's not entirely safe, because the orange moon knows it has come, and the orange moon doesn't want things to change, and so it has sent its shadowy agents, the Mechanized Grizzlies. Ticking and whirring with fear of change, they have come seeking the mechanical seed so they can steal it away and give it to the orange moon, and nothing will ever change on Mechadonk. And so we need your help. We need you to come down here to the Clockwork Garden and help it to learn everything about the wonders of human gardens. We need you to put on your most curious minds and wonder and explore and investigate every part of it. And we need you to go out into the grounds where the enchanted folk, the trolls and piskies, the gnomes and the fairies are casting their enchantments of protection to stop the Mechanized Grizzlies from discovering the location of the seed. They need you to go and help support them in their magics so that the seed will stay safe long enough to learn everything it needs to learn, and then shoot back up to Mechadonk, where it will sprout out and it will change that entire planet forever. Oh, We've been helping it so far. We, garden philosophers, have been looking after it so far, but we have roaming feet and we have to go. So it's up to you now. I'm leaving it in your hands. Look after it. I have to go. Good luck and goodbye.